and I hope he's watching. I'm going to test this on Out West with Chris. He doesn't know it yet. This is the October BattlBox, and I just got it. I'm not the last person to get it. I'm certainly not the first. A good friend of mine who lives a couple miles away, Out West with Chris. Check out his channel if you haven't. Did his review yesterday. Kind of chuckled because I was just like, you know what, it's probably going to sound exactly like Chris's, simply for the fact that we had a lot of the same thoughts in our review and in the gear that's in here. Now, for me, this is going to be my second to last box that I get. BattlBox gets one more month out of me. I'm going to take that $165 that I spend on this box a month, and I'm going to put it towards a new kayak. And simply for the fact that BattlBox has had a lot of misses this year. Now, this particular month's box is self-defense. There's a lot of things in here that I guess are self-defense. I don't really think carrying a knife is self-defense. I think being able to defend yourself with your hands and fend somebody off with your hands, or knowing a way to get out of a situation, is self-defense, in my opinion. Having a knife or some other weapon isn't self-defense. It's peace of mind. Although you'll find if you do carry a tactical knife with you on a daily basis, or any kind of those knives, or any kind of thing that will fend off a predator, what I have found is it always kind of links in your mind, or lurks in your mind a little bit more than it would if you're not carrying it. Being prepared is never a bad thing, but if you think about it while you're carrying it, about like, oh, do I need to pull this out, or I need to use this, that's never a good thing. So without further ado, let me show you this box, because I'm not going to unbox it. You know how I do things. I'm not going to go off of a card. The camera's probably shaking because I'm dropping this stuff on the table. But there's a lot of fancy boxes in this box. Everything has its own box in this box. Interesting. Look at this. Everything has its own box. It's kind of funny. Two things. And we'll start off with this. This is pepper spray. Now let's talk about other uses for pepper spray besides on a human being. If you're an avid hiker, or if you're a backpacker and you're going to be in bear country, having pepper spray is the same thing as having bear spray, in my opinion. This one is a Saber Red brand that I'm very familiar with. It's actually what I have in my garage right now. These things are great. Probably pass this off, but you know how this stuff works. You crack it open, you spray it in the general direction of a predator or an animal of prey, and they will turn the other way because it's just a really unpleasant, stinging sensation. Next up is this little Mantis Knife. Not sure what it is. Let's unbox it. Get it open. Hey. Seems to me... Okay, so we're winning with this so far. This closes. You'd pinch this, and this would come down. This opens up, and it is going to lock another way. What is this? Hold, please. It's a bottleneck knife by Mantis Knives. This is a $40 value. I question that big time. I think the real thing for this is it's a bottle opener. To be honest with you, this should not be 40 bucks, but it is. That's in this month's box, so thanks. This is BattleTech. This is a brand that's pretty popular, and this I don't know what they call it. It's actually, it's got a little belt clip. It's what do they call this? Kubutan. Don't mess with me or you will get the Kubutan. This has a little belt clip. It looks like it'd be heavy, but it's not. It's actually super lightweight. This is obviously, like, to me, this isn't self-defense. This is a weapon. Weapons are used for self-defense. Yes, we're all going to argue about this, but like, this is just intimidating, in my opinion. I don't know. They have this one valued at $30, and to be honest with you, it feels like it's aluminum. I don't know. So as you can see, like, I'm not super excited about a lot of this stuff, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going to stop getting BattlBox. It's not survival or tactical in my opinion. This is super tactical, I guess, but this is a Ready Man. Let's see what this is. This is the fixed blade belt knife. Now, this is actually pretty nice. So this is a belt clip hoop where, if you can see this your belt would go through here. And the way that you can carry this, you can put it on the lower part of your back. For some of you who have tramp stamps, you know exactly where that is. Or you can carry this even this way on your belt. And it's really meant to be as concealed as possible. This is a nice little Kydex sheath. This pulls out. This knife is actually really nice in my opinion. This rubber right here is pretty tacky. Got some good jimping. It's pretty sharp. And it is serrated as well. Not a big fan of serrades on my knife. But this one's got it, so no complaints there. This is actually pretty cool. And since I'm giving out the prices of everything, they value this one as $60. Whoa, I don't think that's worth $60. Bastion. And here, this is what I would call, I don't know, this is like a belt tool. This is what they're calling this. Like, what is this? This looks like it's a brass knuckle, like monkey fist almost. Has a bottle opener, I guess is the kitschy thing, and there's a glass break. It does not fit my hands. Look how loose that is. And I'm a big guy, so I really don't really know. You know, I probably wouldn't punch somebody with this. I will keep this in the car, and I will put this in the car because it has a glass break on it. And to be honest with you, being able to punch something like that would be great. The glass break that I have in my car right now is actually on my keychain, and God forbid my car does go over. My keys will probably go flying in the car, and maybe I can just put this in some place that won't move around a lot, that hopefully I can reach if I do ever need it. So I will use this as a bottle opener and a glass break. They have this. Oh boy, here we go. This is valued at $60? Like, what? Alright, that seems really odd. Next up is a little neck knife. It's not really a knife. It is a punch dagger. These are not sharpened on either side. This is pointy. Yeah. You would wear this around your neck. And if you got into a sticky situation, I guess, use it. I think I'd kind of pick up the vibe that I don't live my life in fear, and I don't really kind of think that something bad is going to happen. So all this box is great, and it is practical, again, for somebody who really has that mentality, but I don't have that mentality, so that would be the reason why I'm not too super excited about this box. Now, there is two things in here that I think will get use, not probably in the next couple of weeks or anything like that, or next couple of months or even a couple of years, but like I think it's a really great thing to have. And this is the personal alarm. Now, I own two of these already, and I own them very similar for the same reason I own the pepper spray, is because when you're in the middle of a long hike or on a trail somewhere and there's bears around, or even large critters, so to speak, having this little personal alarm will kind of, drive them away. And the reason why I'm excited to have this one actually, or thankful to have another one, is because I'm probably going to give it or keep it in the garage until my daughter's ready to use it. So, and teach her how to use it, obviously. But like when she's going to go to school or go across to the park, if she's not feeling comfortable, she can just rip it. Again, I can't open boxes. Yeah, that was louder than the ones that I have right now. This is by Rain, but what you would do is you would put this on your keychain, and if you felt threatened or if you felt in a situation, you would obviously And as you can tell, it's pretty loud. So this is great. These are relatively inexpensive. How much do they have this listed for? They have this listed for $9.99. You can get these on Amazon for 30 bucks, but $9.99 is a good price for this. You see how loud it is. It does take a battery. I had to pull the little tab out in the back, but loud. And if you have young children and they're responsible enough not just to pull it for shits and giggles, give them one of these, because it's just a good thing to have, especially if you're in a crowded city. You can say, hey, look, little Johnny, little Susie, take this. If someone grabs you or you don't want to go somewhere, you yank it, and it draws attention. Oddly enough, I'm sure a lot of people have heard this before, but if you're in a sticky situation, the best thing to yell is fire. It's not help. People hear fire, for some reason they come running. I don't know. I guess it's just the way that we live these days. This will be fun. This is the BattleTech. And this is a stun gun. How cool is that, right? Like, I give you a stun gun. It's also a flashlight, but the main purpose is a stun gun, and this is a powerful one. Stun guns, have one already. Gave it to my wife. I'll link a video to that because I did a quick review on it. It's a little bit smaller and a little bit sleeker, but this is great. Comes with a charging cord. I saw it. It's right here. Charge this sucker up. This to me is welcome. I like stun guns because they're not going to kill anybody, but they will mess you up. I'm going to test this, and I hope he's watching. I'm going to test this on Out West with Chris. He doesn't know it yet. I'm just messing with you guys. So, and I'm messing with Chris too. Chris, I will not test this on you. Maybe I will. I don't know. And the last thing in this month's self-defense box is the BattleTech called Rambit. And I don't like these styles of knives. This style of knife is for fighting, and that's what it's only used for. It's got some weight to it. The finger hole fits nicely. There's jimping on top of the finger hole, but you use this like this. So if you're ever in a situation, boom. And they're typically, and other people have said this too, they're typically not a folding knife. They're typically a fixed blade knife. So the fact that this is folding is great. There's also an additional lock right here, so you can't even shut it down on yourself, which is even better. And then there's a lock back to it. So, hey, don't like the style of this knife, but this one is pretty cool in my book. So that is this month's BattleBox, the second to last one that I will ever do. I think a lot of us who do these unboxings have realized their time is up for entertainment purposes, I guess. The initial thought process by doing these unboxings was to give people an idea before they actually bought the box. And because BattleBox has been around for so long, you get a general idea. And if you're not, part of the BattleBox team or part of their subscription box where you get it for free and you don't get them early, you just find out like the rest of us do. And so, and this channel for me was never about unboxings, I guess. So I think this will be the second to last one, like I said. And they value this month's box at $364. They overpriced a ton of stuff, though, in my opinion. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go fishing because that's what I like to do. Have a wonderful day. Give us one a like. Give it an old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Share it. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.